Let's see. How can I see this? Okay. Looks a knife. Cynthia. It's my first stream on YouTube, so sorry for anything. Oh no, this was a mistake. Let's start a game. A bird. That's okay. I recently won a really nice OTB game versus the bird. Guess I can play with c5 here. So okay, knight c6. Okay. Can I actually already play e5 here? Not sure if that is good. They played it a little bit strange. Of course, yeah, developing the knight is also an option. To both knight h6 and f6. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna focus on development first. So is that link working? Okay. So what do I do now next? Guess they want to play e4. I can play d4 myself. Cap space. Okay. Let's see. What's this? Oh. Okay. Okay. Need to make sure that I don't. Okay. Queen there. Not sure what that is. Guess queen c7. No, then I could be in some pens. Rook e8 to try to play e5. Or moving the bishop. Okay. I think now is the moment for e5. So the knight could not jump in with tempo. And all the bishop. Actually, I sort of made sense of all their pieces. Maybe this wasn't the best. Being 95. At least the rook on e1 was still looking silly, but they also solved that. I think I take en passant here. Attack here. Yeah, this wasn't really great. Guess queen c7. Yeah. And my queen has like no good squares to go to. I guess so sad, but just need to go back. Okay, 96. Trade. Knight h5. I take. Oh, knight. They have rook e8. That's sad. Bishop f8. Think I'm just gonna sacrifice the b7 pawn. Okay. Think. That this position is horrible for me, but okay. Okay. What's this? Oh. What's this? Yeah. Can I see some? Why are they taking so much time? Okay. Knight d6. That was not where I was most afraid of. I think now maybe something like rook d8. Only one pawn down for the moment. I thought knight they could just take on c5, I thought. Ah, there's, yeah, maybe there were some variations with some pins. I know I could take the check, of course, so that variation didn't work. I was not focused, so I hadn't seen that through. Maybe queen a6. Need to speed up. Okay, let's trade here. This pawn now hangs. Let's take this. Let's get from the back rank. Okay. Don't I win? Ah, they can do this. Ah, who can the game? For sure, drawing chances here. If it's not reactively down. Okay. Oh, that's a problem. I have this. Now this pawn. Not sure. Yeah. Think this is winning for them. Think they can run with the king. And my king blocks. Oh, that's not the way how to do it, I think. Although, ooh, I messed it up. I allowed this. Yes. Now they can just promote. Yeah, that is okay. Designable. Okay. Let's now just focus on the game instead of the. Oh. Oh, that's. Is this stream? What's this? Not sure. Okay. And that's give it a check. Knight 6. Is it d5 or castle? I think it is d5 first. Sure. Okay. Knight back. Does that stop d5? Probably does. No, it doesn't really, since there's still a pin here. So then I'm obviously playing d5. This looks horrible for them. I think I need to take now here, but it could be that I can here do some sort of a sacrifice, but let's keep it simple. Yeah, I saw today some in a video that there's almost never an isolated king pawn, but this is actually an isolated king pawn. Can go rook e8, but then they have bishop d3. Although then I have bishop f5. And I think I just win that pawn. I think it's on. So let's say the castle. pieces are coordinated enough, so don't think it can be any problem. Like my hooks are connected. Like I'm grabbing material, but I'm still ahead in time, so should be fine. Guess I have now like my Twitch chat on my screen, but there is of course no Twitch chat since I'm streaming on YouTube, so that probably doesn't make that much sense. Okay. Not sure like if I can do music while I stream on YouTube. Yes, I can close. Okay, keeping their bishop pair. Of course, sensible. I have knight c5. And maybe my knights can start jumping around. I of course have also rook d8. Which is... Yeah, my idea was that I maybe have some ideas with knight b3. And then the bishop maybe doesn't have the greatest squares. I guess they have bishop here. It also opens up my hook, so that's nice. Ah, damn it. I made a blunder ski. I wanted to knight e5 here, but then I can take and get back their pawn, so that's not ideal. Yes, knight a5, but yeah, that would be a way worse square. Here, bishop here. Guess knight e6 is a solid move. Probably they should have enough compensation here. Okay. So, guess I put my rook in the center. Start with that. And then we see. So rook d2, of course. Very possible next move candidate. Guess for them rook f2 is a very putting pressure here. I can go rook d4. Ask the question to the bishop. Okay, so at least less pressure on this diagonal. Oh, Can do 98, but yeah, that looks a bit silly. But I move like rook c8, now they could double, and guess I have then f6. Maybe I do that. Shutting off their rooks. Of course, this is a little bit a liability, but yeah, maybe. Oh well, they go for that. Okay, let's simplify. Oh, of course. How they have this. Okay. No. Let's still have this. Here. Yes. Yeah, I shouldn't have started with that one. Maybe. Yeah, they have extremely good compensation here. Might be full compensation. This spin is very annoying. Okay. And they can do this. No, I just blunder a piece. Ah, that was stupid. Okay, no, lose on time. Ah, just a silly blunder. I was not focused for a second, and okay. To D here, yes. Yes, bishop e3. E5 next. Bishop here. Okay, queen there. Guess f4. So some knights there. It is. So bishop c4 is a candidate. Or moving the queen. I guess bishop c4. After knight f5, I'm gonna drop back here. Yes. So now g4 is a candidate move. So for them, castling, of course, candidate move d6, f6, and h5. Or d5. Guess similarly. I think, yeah, probably my bishop c4 was not really doing that much. I think for now I keep the bishop on this diagonal. Looks a little bit silly here, but I guess they have this c5, c4 idea. I need to be aware of. Although for now I have comfortably bishop a4. My knight has some very weak dark squares now. Okay. F knight b5. Let's temp on the queen. Also, and this pawn. Okay. So after bishop a4, I guess they can castle. So another option I had was c4. Although this and then b4 actually. Although, yeah. Directly after I played it, then I saw this move. So I have like c4 is quite sort of interesting. Take. And then, like, there are some tempting queen sacrifices, but they probably don't work. Okay, let's start with c4. So after this, I'm looking at this, but I fear it's not working. No, also my queen is now defending this bishop. I have 96 actually. I can take with a knight. I take. They take. Take. Okay, 96. That keeps the king in the center. Okay, need to take back my. Yeah, this looks a very dangerous attack. I often think I just I'm not I happily give up this pawn. That will force open lines for me. Just need to make sure that the king not can run away. But yeah, for now I only sacrificed one pawn, so it's basically nothing. Bishop here, I pin, and I think probably in trouble. I guess they have c3 then, but yeah, maybe I just ignore that even. So bishop b2, check. I think they block, and I just take here. I love this. Yeah, it's maybe too much. So bishop b2 looks very risky, but maybe it's not that bad. b1 c3. Queen here. Say they block. Go here. Next gonna take. Okay, so they go for this. Looks very brave. So just check. Show their block. At least give a check. And I can see. Can take on c4. Or I could give another check. Could be in some ways sometimes sensible to I guess they could also sometimes block after the check. I think that is a very important attack. Okay. Okay. So after this, queen b6, and of course I have good compensation, but I think I take here. This would be very brave. It gives me another open file, another tempo. Okay, roll the 8. Logical. Mm-hmm. Like this. Oh wow, blunder. Yeah, I'm blundering a lot. Yeah, defending nicely. Can go even here, probably. Oh. This is probably not a good move. Pinning. Yeah. Yeah. Not sure what those moves were. No, they've check and check. Oh no, at least it's still defended. This check is still made, so and this. Oh, oh. First swindle. That's a good sign when I start swindling. But yeah, I think overall was not at all a bad game. I assume my instincts about the attack were correct. It was not easy in a blitz game to use it. And then so and then after that yeah, of course my blunder was bad, but okay, here. What is this again? Is it bishop d3 here? I think. No. No, I think maybe I need to take. Yes. And then bishop. If they take with they don't do that. I think now this. Yeah, this is. I often mess up the move order here, but oh wow, that's very brave, but probably just bad. I think queen g4 here is a move. Taking here. A bishop can join. So let's say the castle bishop h6 would win an exchange, but yeah, I already lost 2 pawns, so this might not be best. I think maybe bishop e2, just straight up trying to win this knight. They can't move it. The only thing they can try is queen e5. Then I think queen d4, and I just win the knight. Since yeah, the same and the knight is still pinned. So I think, yeah, of course they can try something else than castling. Something like this. I guess now they have queen f6 after I take on g7. So bishop e3, stopping them of castling is for sure a candidate move. I think I'm doing that. Next might be c4. Maybe c4 directly was better, actually. Okay. Yeah. How do I use here that the king is in the center? Not easy. Guess maybe just put the rooks. Like, they have basically no moves. Guess they have something like knight f4. But then could just kick it with g3. Oh, then they can take my bishop. Okay, h5. Not a crazy move at all. Queen g3 looks interesting here. One idea is to play rook b8 actually. Or queen d6. With queen d6 I guess I have queen e7. Okay, but that just casts for rook e1. They want d6. Yes. So bishop d6 and taking. There's nothing there. Somehow they stabilized. F4, of course, but maybe they can just capture that. So that doesn't really do anything. And they are getting out. Now he's offended of them. Let's see. Maybe I should have put the queen earlier on this. But yeah, that didn't work really either. Let's see. Just don't see any moves actually. Okay. Then queen b3. Now knight f4 maybe. Well, I have done this check. Guess bishop e6. Okay, bishop e6 looks good. Queen b7. Guess they can castle. Well, greedy. Also, this hangs. No, there is no castling. F4 is not really an idea here. Taking and then taking here is for sure an idea. Just need to make sure there is no counter attack against my king. But now my queen back into the attack. Oh. What's this? I can take here, maybe. No, I still need to get a flight square. Gonna trade rooks. I can do this. Okay. This h4 pawn is a bit overextended, but can't really attack it. Gets off of a light square. Thinking about f3 now. And maybe bishop here. Although now my king is stuck, which isn't ideal. Nope. Okay. Maybe try to attack f6. Okay. Get out of that pin. Of course. Oh, I went on time. I show because the opposite color bishop this should be a draw, but at least I was asking some questions. It's equal, but okay, that's guess 2 in a row. Did I lose the first 2 or first 3? Not sure anymore. I will play 8 games. So, would you go for 95 lines or for d3 lines? Or something else? Carlson 95, so need to play d5 and taking here. That's some theoretical lines both with queen f3 and queen h5. Queen f3. Let's see. How was this again? Yeah, I guess this is taken on g5, right? Yes. Yeah, and because they didn't include queen h5, now I have queen f6. Which I don't have another line. So where I'm not sure here Do I take here? Then I would only have one pair of double pawns if they take me. Although these double pawns are not that bad, they also give me like the H file, the G file to use. I know sometimes, I know like yeah, they could anyway get this position, so this position is fine, but I'm not sure if like taking on c6 is an improvement, which would make sense as it's an improvement, but not that easy, like how to react to this. That's very passive. I also have bishop h3 now. Because there's a pin. So they anyway need to play g3. So then probably they better play g3 in one go. Okay. I guess now I try to play active at the other side of the board. I have also an open line here. There's the knight. Yeah, the knight has nice squares here. I think I drop back here. Bishop isn't doing anything anymore over there. King can try to run here, but then I could stop it on d5, which I guess I had some h5. Okay. So now both my rook pawns running up the board is interesting. Knight e4. Maybe I preempt that with bishop e7. I think I like that. Okay, keep the king in the center. It's on a reason to have kept the bishop on h3. Now then they can't react h5 with h4. I think I'm still gonna go h5. And after h4, bishop g4. And if they now play f3, now this pawn is weak. And I probably drop back then to... Okay. Now that knight is not doing there that much. Can also trade off my weakness, my weak pawn. I think I do that. Probably I need to play queen d7 at some point. Let's do that. King looks very safe here. Let's want to challenge that H file. Or some bishop d5. Maybe I should have played bishop d5 at an earlier point. Okay. They already play f5 unprovoked, so okay. I think I go here with the bishop. Put some pressure on d3. Probably my knight, my king here, and maybe I can top back here. So again g4. I'm gonna keep the bishop on g6. Okay. Now I think I'm threatening to take here. Well, actually, I'm even threatening to do this. So this gives me the H file. Maybe I can't really use it. Okay, keeping pressure here looks good. Need to get my dark square bishop somehow in the game. So I have this idea. Then I move the bishop and attack this pawn. The knight and attack that pawn. I think I do this. Let's see how they react with that. Is there like king here maybe? I think not sure what's this about. Okay. This, I feel my rook could even get swept. Okay. I think I take this. Although, yeah. Oh, that was not good. Oh no, I self-tapped. My bishop is horrible. I think this is maybe just lost. That was for a long time I played a good game and then I started messing up. Okay. I think I put my king on d7. Then at least this is no longer an idea. No, my bishop can at least move. It has no great moves, but it at least has moves. Okay. Okay. Oh, there. It's not, maybe not that easy to win this. Yeah, no, they should be able to do. Like, no way this is some sort of crazy fortress, right? Okay. Oh! Okay, yes. Was that endgame winning for them? Yeah, it was of course completely winning. Okay. Do they want to go? Nope. They don't want to go in e4, e5. Do I want e4 here? Guess I do. I could like push the pawns forward here and but I give them this chance to like transpose to something more traditional. The only thing is in this position, let's say I could perfectly have this position without the two knights, and then if let's say they play knight c6, then wouldn't play knight f3, I think. Is here bishop f4 still like a move? Also e5. Mm. Yes, of course. But that looks still fine. I guess they now have e5. Yeah, they have now e5. Let's see what they do against this. If they take with d pawn, yes. Can take and then play bishop g5. Then could be quite annoying. And they have 94 IDs here. Could maybe just play h6. No, h6, then I take and play 95. Although they could just like do the same. Okay, castle here. After this, rook c1. You go back 95. Rook d6. Okay. That's better. Since now this pawn is probably hanging. Then they're probably just better. Can play something like bishop d1, but that feels meh. Let's play a bit of bishop there. Maybe next f3, then 92. Their bishop is very bad. Not sure if this table is working fine or not. Okay, h6. I think now just stop the bishop back here. f3. Knight goes to e2. Check where can this knight reposition itself? Okay. So next c3. Maybe they should play b4. But then I can play e3. Open up the a file. Okay. So c3. Of course I take back here. Then the question after knight f4, what I'm gonna do. Can of course take and say this bishop is bad. My bishop is probably also bad. That's probably just very equal. I think I maybe position the bishop to b3. Yeah. I'm still controlling here. No, here, not here. Which, I guess I can still defend. Rook d3, for sure a candidate move here for them. Oh well. I love this check, but I don't think that check does anything. Maybe I should have played bishop c2. Is this scary? Guess they have this then. I think I'm gonna trade off the hooks. And play against like the bishop pair. Oh, knight e3. Nice idea. But does it work? Like, let's say they move the knight, then I can just take here, right? Okay. What? Okay. I guess, yeah, I managed to trade off the their bad bishop. Okay, let's trade. The king is a little bit faster, but probably not enough. I sort of wanted a4, but knight c5 is a very strong reply. Okay. Can't really create the outside passer. Now I just need to find a way for the king to get in, which is not easy. Maybe impossible. I assume they play f6. Of course. I think they are just in time. Oh wow. this. And it gets position very closed. I think the position is completely closed now. A b4. Can't do anything. Then maybe I got myself in some trouble. Oh well. No, at least I have b4. Don't understand why they didn't do that. I have b3 break now, but I can just wait forever. After b3 they take and it's a draw. This is oh. They don't get tempted. Okay. Nice hold of them. So let me check how many game this is. Two more games. We are at 50%, but I mostly played against lower rated. And I guess in the beginning I'm also I had a higher coefficient. Not sure how it's called again, but I think a6 is the move here. Okay. They always take this pawn very fast. Like it's not bad, but maybe it's not that good either. But yeah, like thinking here, like, what do you two think that I just blundered this? Do we take here? Take, bishop b4. Oh no, that's not an option. Queen. The bishop is attacking my queen. This is forced. I'm attacking here. So, guess we trade queens. And guess trade here. Okay. Can go bishop g5, g4. And then castle. Oh, they have 95. That was silly. Although, maybe not that silly. Sometimes bishop f5, f3 IDs. That the knight is not that stable there. I've also knight f6 here. Okay. Guess my bishop is sort of pinned now to this pawn. This pawn is also pinned. So I have like c5. How can I use that pin? Like bishop here is obviously a bit too obvious. But maybe not. Although I guess rook here. Knight f6. Then yeah, they play f3. Or knight c3, and so if I want to use a trick, now is the moment. f6 and bishop here. Let's c5, d5. And then f5. They could have something like rook here. No, I have just knight f6, I think. Yes, okay. Now f5. Okay. Guess they couldn't take here. They have also this, and then knight of 7. Oh wow. No, this is a blunder, I think. Threaten this mate, and I threaten a knight. So I think probably best is give the exchange. Then maybe knight f7. Although I don't think it's that annoying. Yeah, don't see like which. Yeah, they go for that. Don't see like taking here. Don't think makes that much sense. No, the knight is hanging too. I guess, yeah. Using a temple. Or f4. Here. Where we have this check. Okay. I think I include that check. Although knight f3 then. Oh wow, I'm gonna lose this pawn. That check was not smart. Although, yeah, taking that pawn that allows knight f4. Oh no, no, I blundered the fork. Oh well. This is still. Oh wow, I blundered this now. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Lucky that my position isn't that horrible. Could like a material I'm still up, but not sure I'm actually better here. Okay. So I want to get to that 7th rank. And then it should be good. Also, yeah, keeping that hook out of game would be nice. Okay, let's start with that. See what the king does. Let's check. Yeah, maybe it was not ideal. Although, I guess it's not comfortable how to react to it. And this check. I think I go here. Yeah, don't have another option, so that's easy. I'm not sure about what they are thinking. Thought that there are other good candidate moves. Guess they could like try, yeah, this, then be able to take this pawn. No, the knight is also hanging, so that doesn't work. They have only one move, but what's this? I don't understand this move. Yeah, okay, but just step out of this. Ah, knight b6 was covered, of course. Oh, and then I lose on time. Oh. Yeah, that's well deserved. No, not awake at all. But yeah, after quite some break of blitz chess, it's good to slowly get back into it. Quality hasn't been high, but at the moment it's more important to just play. Not sure, like this is a strange first move, but usually they start with knight f3, and then I would reply with knight c6. So it could be that here, for example, knight f6 is actually better, but it's even quite likely. Okay, again this position, but not against the same opponent. The last opponent played queen f3 here. No. Oh no, I blundered. I think knight a5 here was the move. I forgot that this is included. Oh no, is it not? Doesn't matter. Now we get again a typical position. Where this position, I don't not think it's possible. Like it's like this in the Italian, we have a very similar position exists, and then it just very bad for black, but here it's a little bit different. So knight a5, I think getting this out of this pin makes a lot of sense. So now bishop d3, that could threaten some checks there. Although it's only one check. King d6. Okay. Show I'm happy getting rid of this pin. So rook here. Don't think I want to open up this line. So opening up this line also opens up the line towards their king. Yeah, of course. Oh no, that's I think I want, if I can get my king to here. Maybe I should have done that earlier. This was my idea. Although they've... Also, actually, I took here. Okay. Okay. Can't recapture because that's check. Okay. Why is the queen going? Looks like the queen is struggling for squares. Could be that, yeah, first developing my bishop was better. Oh no, I blundered. This one. That's that's a problem. Although maybe we do this. Oh well. Is this an improved version? Just take the knight next move. You can go here, here. Was a bad blunder of me, but maybe it's all fine. And king is still, of course, staggering out around in the middle of the board. Where they have like one, or maybe we'll even have 2 pawns soon. Okay. Don't really understand. I guess sort of is the same idea. Now they take here probably. Yes. I want to run with my king in this direction. Yes. Oh no! Damn it. Oh, I blundered. Nice. Let's play then. Yeah. No. Yeah. Didn't play well, but okay. I'm gonna keep it for here. Check if that worked, and next stream will be, I think I will try Sunday. Maybe